Okay, well, apologies for technical difficulties today. There's going to be two parts to the podcast. Not much I can do about that. Welcome to part two, where I'm going to start reacting to game trailers that came out of Gamescom today. And notably, the game that we're about to react to, Hollow Knight Silksong, it's kind of interesting. Hollow Knight came out 7 years ago. Are you aware of that? Yeah, it's been that long. And Hollow Knight was a smashing indie success. No one saw it coming. When it came out, people were like, whoa, it's like Metroidvania combined with Dark Souls. Now, the funny part about that is, since Hollow Knight has come out, there's been a ton of pretenders, right? There's been like 10 games that have all copied Hollow Knight using that formula to various levels of success. But people have always said, well, what about Hollow Knight getting a sequel? Like, is it ever going to come out? And then they did announce it. It was called Silksong, and it took them 7 years to make it. Well, they actually interviewed the game devs this morning and said, well, why did it take you 7 years? And they said, well, it's because unlike other studios that when they get success, they invest their money into massively expanding and doubling and tripling in size and the number of employees, and then they become all bureaucratic and bloated. We're just a small team. We want to stay a small, close-knit team because that's what worked with the first game. So we did, and here's our product. It took us 7 years to make it, but we wanted to keep it close to the chest and make a great game just like we did the first time. We hope you enjoy it. I think that's an amazing answer, because you take a look at a company like Bethesda, who at one point, Bethesda used to be able to pump out amazing games in fairly short time periods. Now they can't even make a chair without 17 months of development because it has to pass through 12 bureaucratic levels of management in order to get signed off on and finally made. It's a joke. That's why Bethesda can't make good games anymore. Well, Silksong is a love letter to everyone who's been waiting 7 years. Let's watch the trailer right now. Ascend to the peak of a haunted kingdom. Metroidvania, lethal, acrobatic action. A vast handcrafted world. Welcome to the sea. Battle over 200 ferocious foes. Vanquish over 40 legendary bosses. Restore a kingdom's hope. Oh, it wants a smooch. It just wanted a smooch. What? Yes. Hollow Knight Silksong comes out on September 4th. Less than 2 weeks. So I have a few things to say, all right? Looks good to me. Like, that's the kind of game that I think I would like. It's challenging combat, platforming, exploration, action, RPG elements, right? Kind of like Dark Souls, but with combined with another genre of game entirely. I like that. But the thing is, the viewing audience doesn't really like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to play it. And the thing is, people have asked me to play, okay? Hollow Knight, when I played it during a marathon, people had been asking me for the longest time to play Hollow Knight. I played it during a marathon. People didn't care. People were like, eh. And then later on, I said, well, why didn't anyone care? And people were like, oh, because you played it during a marathon? And I'm like, what does that mean? You know, like, basically, I like that style of game, but I don't know if the audience will, okay? So I appeal to all of you. You've been asking me, would I play Hollow Knight? And I said, why play Hollow Knight? Silksong's about to come out, right? Do you want me to play this? I would love to play it. I think I would like it, but would you like to see this when it comes out on September 4th? That's the question I present to you. We have 2 weeks to figure it out. Okay? If the answer is yes, play it. We'll show up. We'll engage in support with it. Then I will play it. Okay? Fair enough. On to the next. So ever since this was announced, people have been asking me, would I play it? It's right up my alley because I grew up in arcades in the 1990s playing the games that we're about to see in this collection. Let's take a look at Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Yeah, guys in their 20s. What kind of video game are they gonna make? We knew that there was something special going on.
Fight!
So, Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Original Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, and 2 question marks.
Fatality.
Mortal Kombat Advance, hilarious. This is hilarious. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Does that look like Deadly Alliance to you? It's some awful handheld version. It's not the real game. Two awful games. So Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero was their attempt to take Mortal Kombat and turn it into a different genre. Instead of being a gory fighting game, they wanted to turn Mortal Kombat into like this giant IP where they're going to have all different kinds of games. So this one was supposed to be a side-scrolling platformer action game, and it's awful. It's ridiculously bad. Special Forces was their attempt to make a spin-off game that kind of played like, you ever play like Smash TV? So kind of like that, but a little different. Almost like Akari Warriors in a way, but also not well received, and people said it was not very good. So there you go.
The freedom that we were given to create that game, in hindsight, was incredible.
Rewinding your mistakes and mythologies, I think you would need to do that just to beat it. Like, seriously, the game is so hard because it is so busted. You kind of need a feature like that in modern day to make it accessible.
Get over here! Flawless victory.
What? So I looked into that because I wanted to know what WaveNet was. So there is a special version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that was only released in a limited release. Most arcades never had it. So listen to this. In the 1990s, they attempted to hook up Mortal Kombat machines to the internet when it was still dial-up internet, and to have people play each other over the internet. Did it work? No. Almost no arcades had it, and the ones that had it, it didn't work. It was laggy and like, well, fuck it, so they never used it. But the difference is the WaveNet version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 has an extra character, Noob Saibot, who previously was not in MK3. So there's an extra character in that version. So that might be the version people play. It might not. Like, it depends. But for me, I look at this collection and I'm like, this is excellent. No one's been able to play classic Mortal Kombat for a very long time unless you emulate it. There's been no central way to play it. Okay. However, I see two critical flaws with this collection. Flaw number one, did you notice the one thing that they did not mention whatsoever? Crossplay. They're going to release this on Xbox, PC, PS5, PS4, and Switch 2. But they didn't say there's crossplay. So you can only play with people on your native platform. That's not good, especially when you're selling that many versions. You're going to have the player base who want to play Mortal Kombat all split on their own platforms. And what might happen, which just happens every time with one of these Capcom fighting game collections, they'll last a month or two and then player base will vanish. Because ultimately everyone rushes to buy it when it's new and they think it's hype, but then the hype dies down and they stop playing it. There is a core base of players that will stick around, but they're too small to only be on one platform. If people who are left over from Xbox, PC, PlayStation, and Switch could all play each other after the fact, after the initial 2 months of hype, then it would be fine. But if it's not crossplay, this collection will be great at first and die within a couple months. I'm calling it now. This literally will die soon. It's going to release and then be hyped for a few weeks. Wow. And then all of a sudden you go to find someone. I can't find anyone playing Mortal Kombat 2 anymore. Oh, I can't find anyone playing Mortal Kombat 3 anymore. I can't find anyone playing Mortal Kombat 4 anymore until finally there's only like one game left that you can find anyone playing. That's exactly what happened with the Marvel collection that came out last year. In that collection, it had all the versus games. Right now, you can literally only find competition for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and no other games. That is what's happening right now with Capcom Fighting Collection 2. And that game only came out 2.5 months ago. So no crossplay is a shot in the foot. They're looking for initial sales and that's it. They don't actually care about posterity. They just want to make a quick buck. And that's sad. Okay? The other problem, which has also been a problem with the Capcom collection, so we know from history this is going to happen. When you have this many versions of the games, people don't know which one to play. For example, this collection is going to feature almost every version of the Mortal Kombat trilogy. So Mortal Kombat 1 will have the SNES edition, the Genesis edition, the arcade edition. What edition do you play? So not only are you going to have no crossplay, so you have a more shallow player pool, now the players are all going to go try to play different versions and never find each other. This is what happened a few years ago with that collection that Capcom put out. I think it was Capcom Fighting Collection 1, where it had all those versions of Darkstalkers. If you remember, there's like 3 to 4 versions of Darkstalkers. Since everyone was trying to play a different one, no one could find each other and there wasn't a bigger player base and it died. So I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen again. I mean, think about it. You have Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate 3. Now you're going to have WaveNet Ultimate 3, which has Noob Saibot in it, and then you're going to have Trilogy. What do you play? So listen, I'm all over it. By the way, is there a formal release date for it yet? No. It has a formal release date only for the physical edition. The physical copies will sell on December 12th. But the digital edition doesn't have a release date. People are speculating September 30th because apparently Xbox accidentally listed it on their marketplace for like pre-order and then they pulled it right away and it said the September 30th there. But they did not confirm this. I don't know why they didn't. They should have confirmed its release date, especially if it is coming out September 30th. Why wouldn't you want to start building the hype? Makes me feel like it's not ready. Makes me feel like something's up with it, that they're not formally announcing it yet. So here's the thing. I thought that this would have been perfect for my marathon at the end of September because I wanted to do a worst games ever marathon. And I know that Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero is terrible. So I wanted to play that, but it sounds like it's not going to come out in time, which sucks for me. It's not a huge deal. It's just kind of disappointing. I really wanted to play that for the marathon, and now I won't be able to. But I'm excited that hopefully this will come out soon. This would be an awesome game to play this year. What games would I play in this collection? Ultimate MK3. Well, I'd probably play MK2. Ultimate MK3. maybe that WaveNet edition, because I've never seen Noob Saibot in the game before, and I would play MK Trilogy. But the other games, like MK1 is not a very good game. MK4 is garbage. Seriously, MK4 is not a good game. It was crap. It's what killed the franchise from being arcade competitive. After that, they never released an arcade game again. They just kept them at home. For a whole decade, the games were just console games. While other fighting games still had arcade releases like Tekken and Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat just stayed on consoles because people didn't want to play them competitively. They weren't good anymore. So anyway, so there you have it. Interesting, no? Pretty interesting. I'm excited for that. I think that'll be some great content to play through. And like I said, checking out the Mythologies game, we know it's terrible, will probably be pretty funny. So, okay. So that's 2 out of 3. We got one more to go. And this might be the weirdest one. Like, legitimately, what we're about to watch may be one of the weirdest things that we're going to ever watch on this show, from what I'm to understand. Everyone has told me this is very bizarre, what we're about to watch, okay? Are you ready? Let's watch it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest gameplay trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA. It's called The Case of the Sweet Scent Incident. Here we go. The following footage was found.
We heard this building gives off a strange scent at night, so we're checking it out. You got permission, right?
Yeah, let's head in. Huh? It's all melted.
Something smells sweet.
I'll get the door. Anyone home?
Sure is dark in here. It's locked. Oh, it's just mirrors.
Looks like a dead end.
That's how you know you're in a video game world, because in a video game world, you just can't move anything. It's like, oh, it's a dead end. Why don't you just move the boxes?
Wanna head upstairs?
No. This is hilarious, because if she wasn't in the shot, you'd think this is like a scary horror game. Like, look at the detail on the walls and everything. When you look at her, she's like, oh, God. This, like, really ugly 3D render of an obvious anime-style character. It looks terrible.
Huh? Hold on.
What is that?
Whoa! What in the... You all right?
That was scary. And the smell keeps getting stronger.
I'm starting to feel dizzy.
The lights are on in that room.
Whoa! Hold on!
Wait for me!
Here, this way!
Calm down! You really made a mess of things.
The footage cuts off here. Mega Victory Bell raises a stink. I was just training my Victory Bells as local trainer, but people got upset next time we train outside. Case closed. What in the holy hell kind of trailer was that? It was unique. It's going to get people talking, That literally has nothing to do with the game. The game will not play like that whatsoever. They wanted to make like some kind of a horror spin-off promo for this game. Like literally watching that, the only thing I know is that Victory Bell and apparently a Mega Evolution Victory Bell will be in the game, and that's it. I don't even know how the game plays. Is it like old Pokemon? Is it new? What are the game mechanics? I don't know. Also, I know the characters will look poorly rendered because those characters did not look good. Those character models. No, sir. So Pokemon Legends ZA coming out October 16th. Yes, I'm interested. Yes, I've not played Pokemon for years. Obviously, I want to play a game on my Switch 2 since it's going to be collecting dust again after I beat Donkey Kong. So we will be playing it. Yes, we will. Okay. All right, so Hollow Knight Silksong. I will play it if you guys want. I would love your feedback on if you would like to see me play it. Will you show up, engage, and support with that game? If so, I'll play it. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, 100% I'll be playing. Just depends on when it comes out. I may be playing the fighting games. I may be playing the other games that are terrible. We'll see. And then, yes, 100% I am playing Pokemon Legends ZA. I want more first-party games. We're going to get one. I'll play it, okay? All right, there you go. Okay, so guys, here's the deal. Next week's going to be interesting. What I just want to go over with you quickly is the schedule so far for next week, and then we're just going to chill for the rest of the show. Let's see if we can hit our goal by the end of the podcast. We're already right there. Look where we are. 118 out of 150. Let's hit that goal by the end of the show, okay? Now, the schedule for this week is going to be quite interesting. All right, here's what we've got. But understand, this is not representative of the whole week. Today, after this podcast, it's Suikoden 2 HD. I hope you'll stick around and hang out with me and enjoy JRPG classic goodness. And please support the stream. Tonight, Thursday night fights, Capcom vs. SNK 2. I may be doing a special challenge set against Smooth Cat. I was supposed to play him weeks ago, and it fell through. We're going to try again for tonight. We'll see what happens. Worst case, I rank up more and try to get to master rank. We're getting there. I think we just hit Super Diamond on PlayStation 5, and we're getting to Ultra. So we'll see how that goes tonight. I'm off for 2 days. When I come back on Sunday, we'll do a podcast, and GTA 4 with mods, we're going to push to finish the campaign on that stream. Hopefully, we will be able to wrap up the campaign. There's no guarantee, but if I make solid progress, maybe we'll be able to do it. All right? And once we beat the campaign, we'll be starting the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC as promised. On Sunday night, it will be the American Truck Sim Chill stream. And then on Monday, we're going to continue with Suikoden 2 HD. And then Monday night will be Minecraft. Now, Tuesday is a new game. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Tuesday is the release of Gears of War remake, remaster, whatever it's called. I'll be playing it as the daytime stream, and I'll be doing multiplayer exclusively. Like, I want to try the multiplayer of this game and see how it is. So hopefully you will join me for that. And then Tuesday night, we're going to probably be trying to beat Donkey Kong Bonanza. I want to finish that game, so we're probably going to try to finish it. If we don't finish it, I swear we're going to push to finish it, all right? So Wednesday can be anything. Wednesday can be more Gears of War. Wednesday can be GTA 4 with mods. Maybe that's Ballad of Gay Tony. Wednesday could be anything I want. And then Wednesday night, again, open stream. So what do we want to do? We could do whatever we want. We'll leave it open. Thursday is the premiere of Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta or Metal Gear Solid Delta. It's the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. I know you guys want to see that, so I'll be doing that on Thursday's day stream. Thursday night, we'll leave it open, but I'll say maybe Thursday night fights again. And then Friday is our big marathon. Friday, August 29th, is Mega Man Marathon 3, the finale, where I finish Mega Man 6, and I play Mega Man 7 and 8 for the very first time, all while drinking while you support the stream. There'll probably be some food and other fun stuff, so that'll be a good time, okay? All right, we got through it. Now we can chill. Please tag me in either chat, and let's see what you guys want to talk about today before we get set up for gaming. Which remake am I more excited for? I mean, they're completely different styles of games. Gears of War, I haven't played like a classic Gears of War game in a million years. Then again, I also haven't played a classic Metal Gear game in a million years. So honestly, we'll see. Maybe they're both good. Will I ever play Skyrim again? I did a few years ago, and I played the entire game, and then I played all the DLCs. So would I go back to it again? Maybe someday, but not anytime soon. What am I doing on my days off? A million things. I'm running errands. I'm spending some time with my wife. We have a few plans of things we want to do. Just have a nice day out. A good variety of stuff. How popular was Mortal Kombat in my arcades? Interesting question. So when I was going to arcades, it was the formative years of competitive play in arcades. I was there for the launch of Street Fighter II. And basically, Street Fighter II dominated arcades for about 2 years. Then all of a sudden, Mortal Kombat came out. And because of the gore and the more adult-looking characters, remember, they were digitized humans as opposed to just drawn characters, almost everyone in my arcades gravitated towards Mortal Kombat. And so Mortal Kombat was ultra popular all the way up through MK3, even Killer Instinct as well, which was also made by Midway. So all that stuff was ultra popular. Street Fighter still remained popular. And then we had different groups. Some people would play just Street Fighter. Some people would play just Mortal Kombat. And some people would cross over and play both. I played both, but I always had a more of an affinity and a focus on Street Fighter. Never really played Mortal Kombat 2 competitively. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Some trailer for Road Kings. A truck sim with super realistic graphics. All right, well, maybe do that again another day. I'm not doing that today. Maybe, how about this? Bring it up Sunday. Maybe I'll react to that on Sunday morning for the podcast, okay? Road Kings. Bring it up on Sunday morning, and we'll probably do it. Cool. No, I have not seen any Borderlands 4 trailers, Escanor. Danzak did a $5 super chat and says, are you going to take Jasper Kitty out in a stroller on your day off? No. We're not going to do that. Thank you, Danzak. Would I consider playing Den Shatak, you drive a train and like Tony Hawk and Jet Set Radio combined? No. I don't even know what you're talking about. We got enough games that we're talking about. I don't even ever heard of this one. No. What else, guys? Tag me in the chat. We got a little bit of extra time here. Have I considered doing a mukbang stream? Well, technically, DSP Tries It is a combination serious review and kind of a mukbang. I would argue that when I do Feasting with the King, which I usually do during a marathon, that's more of a mukbang because it's not really a review at all. It's just me eating. So, for example, I'll tell you right now, on Friday, August 29th, during Mega Man Marathon 3, I am not doing a DSP Tries It. We're going to do a Feasting with the King, and it's technically kind of a mukbang. Okay? Danzak did another $2 super chat. What are your thoughts on Gordon Ramsay? I think he's hilarious. And he's a good host of a show. Is he a good cook? I literally don't know. I know he has a bunch of restaurants. Some people go to his restaurants and say his food is terrible, and others go there and say it's good. So you kind of I guess it's a subjective thing, but I think that he's very entertaining. I've watched Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, Hotel Hell. I've watched a show where he traveled around the world and tried cuisines in their native locations. I've seen many different shows that were quite entertaining that he's done. Euthanasia says that his TV dinners are good. I didn't even know he had TV dinners. I didn't know those existed. Stop Killing Games. We just said that I would check out that Road Kings trailer probably on Sunday. I can't watch any more trailers right now. Would I ever do something other than food on DSP Tries It? I've already said I would, but I need feedback on what? Like someone has suggested taste test international beers against each other. And I said, I would do that. That sounds interesting, but I need to know specifically what beers. Can you come up with a list of, say, 7, 8 beers that I can get and go to the liquor store and grab singles and then I can have them ready? Because without that, I can't do it. That's the problem is everyone says, what about this idea? Good idea. Let's push it further, and then it never happens. How is it my responsibility? I don't know international beers. So if you ask someone who knows nothing to plan an event around it, it's going to suck. If you want this to happen, then you got to help me plan it because I don't know shit about international beers. You got to help me. If that's what you want, you got to make me, be aware of what's good. What would you like to see me try? Ding Dong Died did $1.50 tip says, fake gamer alert because Killer Instinct was made by Rare, not Midway, giving you crap on that mistake. It's not a mistake. Midway published it. It was all under the same umbrella. Yes, Rare made it. That's correct. And actually, originally, that game was supposed to be made for the Nintendo, what was it called? It was Ultra 64. That's what they originally called it, Ultra 64. It was supposed to be an arcade and console tie-in, tie together. But then they canceled the Ultra 64 and they changed it into the Nintendo 64. And the Nintendo 64 couldn't handle it, so they ported it to SNES and it was horrible. I know all about Killer Instinct, dude. I'm actually kind of a scholar of that time period, so I know all about it. Rare developed it, Midway published it. Danzak with another super chat. If you're going to do international beers, do Asahi Super Dry. It's a Japanese beer that's really good. Someone else said that too. All right, should I start taking notes? I will. I'm going to start taking notes on international beers, and maybe we're going to make this a reality for DSP Tries It. Here we go. Let's make a new note. Okay. Thank you, Danzak. Cracker Jack says, would I be interested in trying different cigars? If I were younger, yes, but this is a no-smoking house. I am never going to smoke in this home ever. I don't want any kind of smell of any kind of smoke, so the answer is no, I would not smoke cigars, only because that would stink up my house. Okay, any other beers you guys want to recommend? Sapporo is also really good, says you're not funny. Iron Maiden Beer Trooper? Is it just called Trooper? Or is it Iron Maiden Beer Trooper? What's the real name? So I know what to get. I'm confused. Foster's is from Australia. London Pride. Now you're just tossing a million things at me here. Birra Moretti? What's Birra Moretti? What's that from? What country? No, I don't know of any of these. London Pride. Taiyang is from Thailand. Taiyang. Tecate is from Mexico. Oh, yeah? I never heard of that one. Birra Moretti is Italian. Okay. I'm trying to get all these down. Zywiek is a Polish beer. What is Schlitz? Schlitz? Is that a real one? Schlitz? I've had Stella Artois before. That's Belgian, right? That's very light. Stella is like really light beer, if I remember. The beer is called Trooper by Iron Maiden. Schlitz is malt liquor. I don't want malt liquor. I'm looking for beer. Medalla is from Puerto Rico. Is that true? There's a Puerto Rican beer called Medalla? Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down like a whole bunch, and then I'm going to see what they have. Because I'm sure my liquor store won't have all of them, but maybe I could get like 5 or 6, right? Whatever they have. Ding Dong Died at another $1.50 tip says, thanks for the explanation. It would be nice to pick your brain about fighting game knowledge and trivia. Sadly, I know a standalone video wouldn't work. Any guys who talk to you only want to talk about drama stuff and not this type of interesting stuff. I know I have a wealth of knowledge about fighting games, and no one ever asks me about fighting games. Like literally never, right? Have I ever played the jank Jackie Chan fighting game from the 90s? No. I've seen it. I've never played it. It's the one, it's all the different Jackie Chans fighting each other. It's pretty funny. It's basically Jackie Chan from every movie he's ever been in, fighting each other. Okay, thank you for the tip. Euthanasia did a $5 super chat. This is a long shot. What about a streamer segment where you do a quick review of new fighting games? Your input is well respected. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And I don't even know what you mean. Like, if I play a new fighting game, I give you my opinions on it. What do you mean by a formal, like a review? Why do I say no right into the microphone like that? Because. All right, so we have Asahi Super Dry, Sapporo, Birra Moretti, London Pride, Taiyang, Tecate, Zywiek, Stella Artois, Trooper, and Medallions. That wasn't what it was called. Autocorrect. What was the Puerto Rican beer? Medalla. Medalla from Puerto Rico. Got it. So those are the ones I got so far. Do you guys have any other suggestions? That's the most famous beer in Switzerland. Feldschlossen. Feldschlossen. That is a huge name, though. Let me write that down. Cool. See, this is what I needed. I need help to figure this out. I hope all those sound what I can maybe do. Like, that's a ton, right? It's like 10 or 12. So maybe I can go and grab 5 or 6 of these, if they have them, at the liquor store. And then we could do an actual beer tasting DSP Tries It. For the record, that would be a night stream. I would not do that as a daytime stream. I would do that as a night stream and end the stream with that. And I wouldn't drink 6 beers. I'd have a few sips of each to compare. With all the decent choices from Mexico, Tecate is one of the worst you can get. Then what would be a good Mexican beer? Recommend me a good Mexican beer. Soju is the most famous Korean beer. Soju. Okay. It's pronounced Zivets. Jesus, how would I know that? That word that's spelled Zywiek is pronounced Zivets. Jeez, man. So now here's the best part, right? What am I doing? I'm listening to your feedback. I'm directly getting input from you for a DSP Tries It. So now I'll do this DSP Tries It, and guess what? These morons will say, that's the worst DSP Tries It he ever did. What an awful idea. What a terrible DSP Tries It. But I listen directly to what people say. Because what happens is they move the goalpost. Oh, well, that's not good. But I did exactly what you wanted. No, it's still not good. Strong Gates Legacy just gifted 5 memberships to the community. 5 memberships. Thank you, Thrawn Gates. And Princess Luna did a super chat, so all this is about to pop up in a second. Well, it's actually a super sticker, so that won't pop up. So, Thrawn Gates Legacy with 5 memberships. That's $15 to support. And then Princess Luna with a $10 super sticker. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we did hit a goal so far today. Let's get this up on the leaderboard. We're now at 18 out of 20. Here we go. Thank you guys for supporting my streams. Thanks for being here on the final day of the week. Hope you like the podcast. Hope you like the reacting. I hope you guys will stick around for Sweet Code N2, but if not, still an awesome show. Now we have a good head start. Is possible we can do DSP tries it. I don't think it's going to happen, but we even have a little bit of a head start on a second goal. Let's see what happens today on the stream. Excellent. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. I pressed 2 wrong buttons. Okay. All right, guys, it's time to end the show. Remember, I am off tomorrow and I am off on Saturday, but I return on Sunday, and that podcast should be a good one because people are already asking me to react to more. So yeah, whatever you guys think, this driving game you told them talking about, well, maybe we could check that trailer out. Any trailers or whatever you want me to react to, maybe we'll do Sunday morning. All right? So everyone, thank you for an awesome streaming week. I had a great time with all of you, finishing up games, continuing playthroughs, and having generally just a lot of fun with games on DSP Gaming. I will see you on Sunday morning. Have a safe weekend. Peace out and see you then.